Okay, hello guys. Let me be clear. Today we're going to debate, was Silksong too difficult? Joe is going to be arguing for yes, too difficult, and Donald for no. So, gentlemen, if you're ready.
Yeah, thanks, Bajak. So I absolutely adored Hollow Knight 1. And of course, it was really challenging in its own right. Listen, Ronald, I know it's a meme that any game with tough parts gets called the Dark Souls of whatever genre it is, but Hollow Knight did have some Souls influence. There was the pattern-based, precise boss fights, the way your geo and stuff gets left behind when you die, specific rest spots. And come on, man, any gamer who doesn't shit their pants at the mere mention of the Path of Pain, they have my respect. But despite its toughness, Hollow Knight 1 always felt like a Metroidvania first and foremost. Its main focus was on the exploration and atmosphere of this gloomy but charming world, and its more challenging parts only complemented that and made it feel more rewarding. Silksong, though, it felt like it was all about shifting the focus to those Dark Souls elements and dialing them up to 11. The pace is much faster, it feels more linear, there's more focus on fighting, and the increased difficulty for me really made exploring way more tedious and way less fun. And that's why I say, yes, Silksong was too difficult, not because, oh, skill issue, get good, as I'm sure you'll jump to Brandon, but because the difficulty and the changes to the gameplay that came with it really took away from the things I and many others personally loved about Hollow Knight. Silksong almost feels like it's kind of creeping into a different genre of game. Not saying it's bad, but as a Hollow Knight sequel, yeah, it's far too brutal, tedious, and unforgiving. End of quote. Repeat the line. Over to you, Mr. Otama.
Thanks, Joe. Well then, Donald, over to you.
Well, listen, loser. I hate to prove you of all people, right? But yes, I am going to jump to get good and skill issue, because it's true. As is the case with any hard game, look, I get a slow-ass old fossil like you will struggle with learning patterns and having basic reflexes. But the reality is, the Souls games whose influence you're bitching about are super popular. In this era of AAA slop, there's a hunger for actually tough games that test your skill. Listen, if you want a slower-paced game, then the first Hollow Knight will always be there to go back to. And nobody loves that game more than me. Nobody. But you can't fault Team Cherry. Great people, by the way. Great people. For wanting to do something different with the sequel. Not only is Silksong not too hard, there's no such fucking thing as too hard. Get fucking good.
Okay, thank you, gentlemen. Now, open discussion can begin. Let's keep this nice and civil.
Well, listen, slow-ass Joe.
Well, shit, that didn't take long.
Let me start by saying you've got some nerve coming after a fast-paced game. For you, fucking Animal Crossing is probably too fast-paced.
Whatever, man.
Talk about hollow. The Pale King would fucking love you, Joe. The Radiance would get lost forever in that empty, hollow head.
All right, stop. Donald, if you're just going to hurl insults, then Joe, I'm going to let you start.
Well, look, if anyone's infected with a Radiance, maybe it's the big, angry, bloated orange motherfucker.
Whatever, you empty vessel, motherfucker.
Oh, for fucking crying out loud, can we just focus here?
Listen, Dung Defender, I get what you're saying about how gamers want challenge, and there's nothing wrong with upping the pace. But man, would giving some options hurt? Difficulty options are a fundamental fucking thing in gaming for a reason. Brutal difficulty and having to repeat sections of the game over and over again because you keep dying, that's fine for most. I get it. But the first game was not like that.
So what?
Man, I waited all these years and years for more Hollow Knight, only to find the game just wasn't made for me.
Oh, boo fucking who? How dare Team Cherry not consult you to see if you would enjoy it?
Well, obviously that's not what I'm saying, Fred.
Who the hell is Fred?
Listen, if you buy a FromSoft game, you know that difficulty is going to be a barrier to entry. If you don't got the patience to build your skill and to repeat chunks of the game over and over, then it just ain't for you. fair enough. But this was Hollow Knight. Sure, the first game was real tough at times too, but that was not its main attraction. I beat it just fine. Waiting 6 years only to find myself facing the same frustrations and barriers that turned me off. FromSoft games, so disappointing.
Look, most people love this masterpiece just fine.
Yeah, fair enough.
And last I checked, our great country was a democracy. So just buckle up and get some fucking practice in.
Fuck's sake.
What? You want them to make the game easier because of a minority of fucking no-skill losers?
Jimmy, there's a difference between making the game easier and giving the player the option to make it easier. Would it ruin your playthrough if they, I don't know, make the game warrior mode and add an explorer mode? If there's choice, Bill, then everyone wins.
So, listen, guys, this is one I'm going to have to leave open to the audience, because I really think the answer depends on what you wanted out of Silksong and what your general tastes are. If you wanted more of Hollow Knight 1, a slower paced journey through a gloomy but charming world, then sure, I can see how Silksong's upped difficulty and a faster pace would put you off. But for the most part, I think fans have adjusted to it. Joe, you make a lot of Souls comparisons, and I get that might not be for you, but it's a very popular style of game. But I do also think you make a valid point about difficulty options. There are no reason enjoyers of Hollow Knight's slower exploration and less aggressive design should feel put out. Player choice goes a long way, and sure, I can agree it's probably lacking here. So that's my verdict, I guess. I'm probably leaning more in your direction, Joe, due to the lack of an easier option, but I also wouldn't fully say yes, the game is too difficult. As I said, it really depends on the player. I'm calling this one a tie.
Oh, wow. Great. We both win. Obama, I'd expect nothing less from a fucking insufferable woke libtard.
Oh, go cry about it to your pals from the Epstein list, Donald.
Fake news loser.
Well, all this time talking about it has made me want to go play Shovel Knight again.
Wait, Shovel Knight?
See you later, boys. I'll see you at school tomorrow.
What the hell is wrong with that guy?